Hello and welcome again everybody to a brand new video game playthrough, Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. I am playing with my Wii, aka Anthony, and let's jump into this game, shall we? As you can see, there's 3 different files that you can use for saving, and a clear button. Yeah. But anyway, right when you begin the quest, you get a little bit of the overworld. But you actually have to start this very first level. You have absolutely no choice in the matter. And this is basically just to give you a bit of basic skills that you'll be using for the rest of the game. So yeah, this game came out in, I believe it was 1992. It said so on the title screen. I got this game when it came out, and it was great. And it still is great now. It's a fun game, and it's an adventuring game. And it's a Mario game, okay? So what else? So what more could you ask for? Mario, adventuring, and it's on a handheld platform. Gasp! Holy cow! But nowadays you kids have new Super Mario Bros. And such. It just ain't the same. You kids should have had this black and white screen, because that's old school for you. Well, it was more like yellowish on the actual Game Boy. Ow! That's not cool. Then I got hit. Stupid Paragoomba. Paragoomba. Haha. Paragoomba. Anyway, I did notice that in playing this game again, there's quite a few enemies in this game that are reminiscent of Super Mario Bros. 3 and Super Mario World. So it's kind of, oh boy, a 1-up and a star. It's kind of establishing a bit of familiarity for, you know, the people who have played those games. Unlike Super Mario Land that just introduced a bunch of new enemies, except for like the Koopa Troopas. But then again, the Koopa Troopas exploded. Does that make sense? I have no idea. But also, like in Mario Bros. 3 and Super Mario World, you can actually pick up the turtle shells after you stomp on them. And yeah, and then you can throw them. And I suppose as a little homage to Super Mario World, there's a little spin attack that you can do if you hold down while you jump. Yeah, and then these blocks you can only destroy with fireballs. Sorry. So yeah, I kind of like that. You know, it was like, you know, it kind of didn't seem like it was way out of the way for Mario, like Super Mario Land was. I mean, that was so random. You know, here you've got sort of familiar backgrounds and definitely familiar enemies. I mean, they look almost exactly the same as they do on the consoles. And Mario himself looks pretty much the same as well, instead of being like a tiny little dot figure person. And then just like that, just like in Super Mario Land, there's a goal at the end. And if you hit the bell on the top, sort of like in Super Mario Land, you'll get a bonus game at the end. Sort of like in Super Mario Land. And it's a crane game. When you press A, it'll go down and hook something. And in this case, I got 3 1-ups. Go me. Alrighty then, well, with that beginning level out of the way, we are now free to move about the overworld. I'll show you a couple of little extra places that you can go to. This is sort of like a gambling game, I suppose you could say. Yeah, that's always a good idea. Have gambling games in a kid's game. Where, as you can see, you pay that many coins to play a game that basically gets better and better. So the more coins you bring, the more better the game you can play. And now we're going to travel to this castle, which is, oh my god, very dark and spooky. And it automatically throws you in the front of this door where there's 6 circular slots. Wonder what those could be. And this is Mario Land 2 on the front. Huh. How odd. Anyway, so yeah, this castle is like Seizure Central with these lightning bolts. And it's got an it's got a W on the front. And who's that stubbly man on the top running back and forth with a cape on? I don't know, but I'm sure we'll find that out later. Like you don't know by now. Anyway, we're going to be starting off with the first world, the Tree Zone. Yes, it's actually broken down into 6 different worlds, and each of those worlds has, well, a set number of levels in that world. And you have to go through, well, it depends. You don't have to go through all of them. Sometimes they branch, like in the Tree Zone. See what I did there? Tree, branch. I'm so clever. Anyway, so yeah, this is the Tree Zone. And, well, I guess we're, like, going through a tree, and there's all sorts of frogs here that want to lick you. But, we don't want any of that. No, certainly not. And I seem to have stumbled upon a secret block. It leads up to something. What could it be? Yep, there we go. Oh boy, it's a 1-up. I love the music in this game. I really do. As Brian pokes fun at me, I'm such a connoisseur of video game music. Ah, you stupid frog. Yeah. I'm not even gonna deal with him because he's like, you know. Well, I don't really have enough space to jump on him. Okay, that's about as simple as it gets. And that bell sort of acts like the checkpoint in this level. If you die any time in this level, after this point, it will bring you back to where the bell is. Yeah, very useful. I should say so. Yes, indeed. So yeah. So while we're doing this, I have, of course, a little bit of information on Super Mario Land 2. Super Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins is a platforming video game developed and published by Nintendo for the Game Boy. It debuted in Japan on October 21st, 1992, in the United States on November 1st, 1992. Oh, that's close to my birthday. And that's probably why I got it. And in Europe on January 28th, 1993. Like its predecessor Super Mario Land 2 was created by director Hiroji Kiyotake, rather than series creator Shigeru Miyamoto. Super Mario Land 2 is also the first game to feature... It was the first game to feature Wario. At 4 megabits, it was one of the largest games on the Game Boy at the time of its release. I totally spoiled that. I didn't mean to do that. But oh well. Can't always get what you want. But I can get that bell on the top, and that grants me a bit of a bonus game. Of course, if you go through the door without getting the bell, you don't get a bonus game. I mean, that should be obvious. This is a bit of a clever bonus game. I'm sure you can tell how it works. These rats snip the wires, and the little spark goes through, and it sets off a bomb that gives you an item. In this case, we got our first bunny cap. The carrot. It gives you the bunny, turns him into Bunny Mario. And I gotta tell you, this has gotta be one of my favorite power-ups in all the Mario games. Because look at what it does. It basically lets you hover in the air. As long as you tap A bunch of times. No, we don't want that fire flower. As long as you tap A bunch of times, you can sort of hover in the air. I suppose you could liken it to Knuckles and Sonic and, you know, in the Sonic series. But still, I mean, I like pretty much all the power-ups that allow Mario to fly. It started in Super Mario 3 with the raccoon tail. And, well, it went on to Super Mario World with the cape, here with the bunny hood, and then in Super Mario Galaxy, I suppose, with the... no, I'm sorry, Super Mario 64 with the wing cap, and then Super Mario Galaxy with the... I think it was called Cosmic Mario. I don't really remember what it was called. Because you don't really use it that much. That was such a disappointment in Super Mario Galaxy. Like, you got, like, this totally badass flying Mario, and you can't even use it. You only use it for, like 2 times in the game. It's ridiculous. For the one part, the purple coin challenge, where you actually unlock it, and then pretty much just running around Rosalina's observatory. And if you didn't get a bunny hood in this level, you'll actually get in that question block right here in the beginning of this map. And I really shouldn't have done this here, jump on this sort of exploding beetle guy, because, yeah, now I lost it. That is depressing. This has got to be one of the levels in this game, that really stood out in my mind. Like, when I thought of doing this playthrough, I thought I was gonna, you know, be doing this level. Because this level is so, like, it's so weird. What are these goo things? Also, there's a secret exit to this level. There's a few secret exits throughout the game, and there's one in this level that takes you to a secret level after this one. But yeah, that's it for this part of the playthrough. Join me in part 2 where I'll be doing some more Tree Zone and, well, knocking out some bad guys, because that's what Mario does. He's a hero. So that's it. Stay tuned. See you all later.